The effort to redraw Ohio's political maps for US congressional districts officially started today.
The Joint Committee on Congressional Redistricting held its first public hearing. 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash sat in on the hearing and joins us now live from the State House with what happened. Doug?
Well, Yolanda and Jeff, it lasted more than 3 hours today. This was the first chance the public had to weigh in on the process to redraw Ohio's 15 U.S. congressional districts. Democrats and Republicans also went back and forth on one map that was proposed and another that wasn't. For 3.5 hours Monday, Ohioans testified before the Joint Committee on Congressional Redistricting. They spoke out against gerrymandering and for fair maps.
This isn't just about politics. It is about life and death.
We should be talking about the process and not the fact that we're separate parties. And we're just tired. We're so exhausted by this.
Many testified in favor of the map proposed by the Democrats, seen here on the right. It would create 8 districts that favor Republicans and 7 that favor Democrats. Under the current map on the left, Republicans hold 10 of Ohio's 15 seats in the U.S. Congress.
They don't all meet my demands. But clearly, bad faith of the Republicans by not having a map here today limits my preference for a map.
Republicans have not yet put forward a map, something Democrats emphasized several times.
We've done our part. We've released our maps, and now we're asking Republicans to release theirs. We're asking them to release their maps so we can continue this process and get the ball rolling on passing fair, constitutional maps for the state of Ohio.
Republicans say they are following the constitutional process and taking public input.
Republicans will be following the Constitution. And when we propose our map, I'm sure we will make it public. We are going through the process as required now. We had our first hearing. We will have a second hearing.
Neither side expects to pass a bipartisan map by the September 30th deadline.
My opinion, it was a dog and pony show. I mean, this was for the benefit of you, it's for the people that came in here. If you think they're going to look at anybody's submitted maps, I think same odds that I root for the team up north in football this year. That's not going to happen.
We were told a week ago by the Democrats that the only map that is acceptable is an 8-7 map. So if an 8-7 map is the only one acceptable, then how are we going to get that done by September 30th? It makes it very unlikely, and it pushes the envelope to a potential November vote.
That next public hearing will likely be next week. Now, if the legislature does not pass a bipartisan map by the end of September, then the process moves over to the Ohio Redistricting Commission, which will have to try to pass a bipartisan map by the end of October. But as you heard, neither side expects that to happen, and they expect this to go into November. We'll keep on top of it, of course. Live at the State House, Doug Petcash, 10 TV News.